Hello there, and welcome to the Sleepy Scientist. Tonight, we drift together into the quiet expanse of the universe, a place where everything moves slowly, gently, and without urgency. Before we begin, allow yourself a moment of comfort. Close your eyes, let your shoulders soften, and breathe in a rhythm that feels natural and unforced. As the noise of the day fades, imagine the universe opening around you like a calm, endless ocean of starlight. Out here, galaxies turn with the patience of eternity. Clouds of cosmic dust drift like soft mist, and light travels through the dark in long, quiet threads that shimmer without sound. Nothing rushes, nothing demands. The universe simply expands in silence, offering a stillness deeper than sleep itself. If you enjoy peaceful journeys like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel so you can return to this quiet space anytime you need it. Now, let the vast, gentle calm of the cosmos settle into your mind. This is the most relaxing facts about the universe to fall asleep to. Far out in the quiet reaches of the cosmos, the universe reveals a gentle truth that is easy to forget. Almost everything out there moves in slow, graceful rhythms. Galaxies rotate so gradually that a full turn takes hundreds of millions of years, creating a motion so soft and imperceptible that it feels like the universe is drifting rather than spinning. This slow rotation sets the tone for the cosmos, reminding us that large, beautiful things often move with patience rather than speed. When you look into the night sky, you are seeing light that has traveled for vast stretches of time, drifting across unimaginable distances in complete silence. Each point of light carries a story from the past, some from hundreds of years ago, some from thousands, and some from millions. Space has no air to carry sound, so even the brightest stars emit their light into perfect stillness. That stillness, untouched and unchanged, arrives at your eyes like a whisper from another era. Between the stars lies an ocean of space filled with dust so fine that it drifts like soft powder suspended in the dark. These tiny particles float in enormous clouds that stretch across light years. They move so slowly that many of them remain unchanged for millions of years, gently illuminated by distant starlight that makes them glow in muted shades of blue, rose, and gold. These clouds are the quiet nurseries of future stars and planets, forming new worlds with steady, patient calm. If you could float through a galaxy, you would feel as though time itself has slowed. Stars are separated by such vast distances that even at incredible speeds, the journey from one to the next would feel peaceful and unhurried. There is no crowding, no sense of rush, just endless stretches of serene space where light moves gently and gravity pulls softly, guiding everything into graceful, looping orbits. The universe is filled with background light, so faint and uniform that it feels like a cosmic sigh. This ancient glow, known as the cosmic microwave background, is the leftover warmth from the universe's earliest moments. It has cooled and softened over billions of years, now existing as a gentle, uniform warmth spread evenly across the entire sky. It is the quiet after the universe's first breath, a calm echo that still surrounds us today. On the scale of the cosmos, even stars behave in delicate rhythms. Many stars pulse gently, expanding and contracting in cycles that take days, weeks, or years. These pulses change the brightness of the star in soft, predictable patterns, almost like a heartbeat. Even the most massive stars, burning fiercely at their cores, follow these calm oscillations, proving that even powerful things can move in peaceful cycles. Galaxies themselves drift through space in slow, silent motion, carried along by the fabric of the universe. They approach one another and pass like ghostly ships in an endless sea, guided only by gravity. When galaxies eventually merge, the process takes billions of years and unfolds as a slow blending rather than a collision, creating long arcs of stars that curve across space like gentle brushstrokes. The space between galaxies is not empty. It is filled with a thin, invisible fog of gas spread so delicately that a single particle may occupy a space the size of a room. This gas glows faintly when illuminated by the ultraviolet light of distant stars, creating soft outlines and gentle filaments that weave the universe together. It is the quiet thread of the cosmos, connecting everything in the gentlest possible way. Even the expansion of the universe is a calm process. Galaxies drift apart slowly, like leaves carried by a soft, steady current. This expansion doesn't rush forward. It simply continues, stretching space in a smooth, consistent rhythm that has lasted for billions of years. Every moment, even right now, the universe grows a little wider, a little quieter, a little more open, so gradually that no one feels the motion. And perhaps the most calming truth of all is that everything in the universe, from distant galaxies to tiny grains of cosmic dust, is connected by gravity in an unbroken web. This invisible force moves with patience, pulling gently, shaping everything slowly over time. Gravity never pushes or jolts. It simply guides, encourages, and balances. Through this soft, steady pull, the universe remains harmonious, stable, and beautifully composed. Far beyond the familiar glow of our own Milky Way, the universe is threaded with vast cosmic structures that stretch across unimaginable distances. Yet their presence feels more like a quiet pattern than a rigid framework. These structures, called cosmic filaments, form gentle bridges of galaxies and gas that span millions of light years, creating a delicate web that binds the universe together. Despite their scale, they do not move abruptly or aggressively. Instead, they drift and settle over billions of years, slowly adjusting their shape under the influence of gravity, like strands of silk floating in a calm breeze. If you could zoom out far enough to see this pattern, the universe would resemble a soft watercolor painting, its glowing threads blending into dark, peaceful voids where silence has existed, unchanged since the dawn of time. The cosmic web shows that even the largest structures in existence can move with grace. In the stillness of interstellar space, between one star and the next, there are regions where dust becomes so sparse and temperatures so low that molecules move slower than anywhere else in the cosmos. These quiet stretches are like the deep, unmoving forests of the universe, where nothing stirs without purpose. Light takes years to cross them, drifting gently through the darkness, as if gliding across a perfectly smooth surface. If you were to float through these silent expanses, you would feel suspended in a peaceful void where time stretches and thoughts quiet naturally. The calm of interstellar space is not emptiness. It is a soft, deep quiet that wraps around everything it touches. There are places near the edges of galaxies where stars drift in such slow, gentle orbits that entire lifetimes pass without noticeable change. These are the outskirts, where gravity is faint and the movement of matter is subtle. Out here, stars do not rush or collide. They simply drift along paths carved by billions of years of cosmic balance. Their light is dimmer, their surroundings quieter, and their separation from the busy center creates an environment where calm becomes the dominant rhythm. These distant stars are like solitary lanterns, marking the boundaries of their galaxies, glowing softly in peaceful isolation. The universe contains faint, ghost-like galaxies, made almost entirely of dark matter, invisible structures that reveal themselves only through the gentle pull they exert on nearby stars. These galaxies are quiet in every possible sense. They contain few stars, little gas, and almost no activity. Yet they drift through space as ancient, serene shapes sculpted by gravity alone. Their presence reminds us that not everything bright must be important, and not everything silent must be empty. Sometimes, the quietest things hold the most enduring influence. These invisible galaxies move slowly and softly through the cosmos, shaping the paths of stars with an elegance too subtle for the eye, but perfect for the imagination. Deep inside star-forming regions, massive clouds of gas grow so cold that they collapse under their own weight at a pace so slow it could never be felt or observed directly. These collapses, which eventually form new stars, unfold over millions of years. If you could watch one of these clouds from start to finish, it would appear to move like a drifting dream, slowly gathering, thickening, and glowing as the earliest sparks of starlight begin to form in its heart. There is nothing violent about the birth of a star when viewed on the correct timescale. It is a gentle brightening, like the soft emergence of dawn after a long night. Nebulae, vast clouds of dust and gas, often stretch across hundreds of light years, and yet their shapes shift with such quiet slowness that even thousands of years pass without noticeable alteration. These clouds are illuminated by nearby starlight, causing them to glow in colors ranging from soft pinks to pale blues. Yet the light itself spreads through the gas so delicately that it seems to exist in a perpetual state of gentle bloom. If you could stand inside one, you would be surrounded by a glowing mist where light diffuses in every direction, turning space into a luminous dreamscape. Nebulae teach us that beauty does not need haste. It unfolds best at the pace of stillness. Even black holes, often imagined as violent or chaotic, exist in a state of profound quiet. Beyond their swirling edges lies an interior that is perfectly silent and motionless, governed only by the steady pull of gravity. Everything near a black hole moves slowly from an outside perspective, stretching and fading into deeper calm. Light itself appears to hover, taking longer and longer to escape as it approaches the event horizon. If anything could represent the deepest rest in the universe, it would be the stillness that forms at the center of a black hole, where space and time simply settle into a perfect, unmoving point. This calm is not frightening. It is the universe in its most distilled form, holding everything in perfect balance. There are regions in space filled with ionized gas that glows with faint, soothing colors caused by stars shining from far distances. This light spreads slowly through clouds, illuminating them from within like soft embers under layers of fog. These glows persist for millions of years, maintaining their gentle radiance without flickering or fading quickly. Every particle in these regions is part of a slow, harmonious dance of energy and calm, creating some of the most peaceful environments in the cosmos. These clouds remind us that even light can rest. On the surface of neutron stars, the densest stars in the universe that haven't collapsed into black holes, immense magnetic fields create slow, rhythmic patterns of radiation that sweep across space like celestial lighthouses. Despite the intensity of these objects, their signals arrive at Earth as soft, steady pulses. These pulses seem almost like a heartbeat, regular and soothing in their predictability. They reach us across thousands of light years, unchanged and unhurried, reminding us that even the most extreme objects in the universe can express themselves in gentle rhythms. And throughout all of space, from the faintest dust grain to the largest galaxy cluster, everything is drifting in a calm, unstoppable journey through time. There is no rush, no urgency, no need to reach a destination quickly. The universe expands softly, carries objects quietly, and shapes them over spans of time so long they become comforting in their stability. This slow expansion provides a universal backdrop of calm, allowing everything to simply exist, move, and transform at a pace far gentler than anything in our daily lives. The universe is not a place of chaos. It is a vast, serene ocean of light, motion, and silence where everything unfolds with patient elegance. In the quiet spaces between galaxy clusters, there are enormous regions called cosmic voids, vast expanses that hold almost nothing at all. Though the word void might sound harsh, these places are incredibly peaceful. They stretch across hundreds of millions of light years, filled only with faint traces of invisible gas and the occasional wandering galaxy. If you could drift inside one, you would feel as though you were floating in the calmest environment imaginable, where nothing pulls, nothing disturbs, and nothing interrupts the deep silence. These voids act like gentle pauses in the grand design of the universe, giving the cosmic web room to breathe. At the centers of many galaxies, supermassive black holes sit in stillness, shaping the orbits of stars with their immense gravity. Although they are incredibly powerful, they do not thrash or roar. Instead, they remain perfectly silent, pulling matter inward with a steady, unbroken draw. Around them, stars move in elegant loops, forming orbits that remain stable for billions of years. This harmony, created by such a powerful object, is one of the universe's quietest miracles. Gravity at its most gentle and precise. Even the swirling disks of gas near these black holes move with a smooth, fluid grace, glowing softly as they settle into slow spirals. The universe contains ancient light that has been traveling for so long that it predates Earth itself. These photons, emitted by stars that faded long ago, continue gliding through space with no hurry, carrying with them a memory of the universe in earlier times. They pass through the delicate arms of galaxies, slip between stars, and arrive at our telescopes like faint whispers from across deep time. This ancient starlight teaches us that nothing in the universe ever truly disappears. It merely changes form and continues on its journey at the pace of eternity. In certain regions, magnetic fields stretch across space in gentle, invisible lines, guiding charged particles in smooth arcs. These magnetic structures are not forceful. They are subtle and soft, shaping the movement of gas and dust as though combing the hair of the cosmos with a delicate hand. When particles follow these paths, they create faint glows that drift across space like luminous threads. These natural patterns are so harmonious that they resemble brushstrokes painted across the dark canvas of the universe, forming shapes that persist for millions of years. The universe is filled with subtle background radiation, a gentle sea of energy that permeates everything. It is incredibly faint, far below what our senses can detect, but it creates a soft uniformity in space that feels almost like a warm breeze moving silently through the cosmos. This radiation is a leftover warmth from the universe's earliest moments, and it has been cooling and calming for nearly 14 billion years, spreading evenly until it became one of the softest, most consistent signals in existence. It reminds us that even the beginning of everything settles into quiet eventually. Clusters of galaxies move through space like slow-moving islands, drifting along currents shaped by gravity. These galaxy clusters contain hundreds or even thousands of galaxies, each glowing gently with its own population of stars. Yet despite their size, their movement through the universe is peaceful and unhurried. They shift positions subtly over billions of years, gliding through space with the same calm inevitability as continents moving across ocean floors. Their slow drift tells us that change on cosmic scales is not something to fear. It is a natural, graceful unfolding that happens at a pace slower than dreaming. There are faint clouds of neutral hydrogen gas spread throughout the universe, and although each particle is tiny and widely spaced, together they create soft backgrounds of radio waves that stretch through space like calming tones. These clouds form the universe's quietest music, a low, constant hum produced not by anything explosive, but simply by atoms existing. This gentle radiation fills the universe with a calm presence, a kind of cosmic ambience that surrounds everything from stars to dust. It is the universe's way of whispering, reminding us that even the simplest particles hold a peaceful rhythm. In some galaxies, stars form in vast, slow-moving waves, spreading outward like ripples on a pond. These star-forming waves are not fast or chaotic. They move steadily, allowing gas clouds to collapse at their own natural pace. As these waves travel, they leave behind glowing clusters of newborn stars that gently illuminate the region they occupy. The spread of star birth across a galaxy can take hundreds of millions of years, creating an immense, patient pattern of light that expands with quiet beauty across the cosmos. Even dark matter, which cannot be seen or touched, plays a role in shaping the universe with remarkable calmness. It forms halos around galaxies that keep them stable, guiding their stars into smooth, predictable orbits. Dark matter does not collide, does not clump violently, and does not emit light. It simply exists as a silent scaffold, supporting the luminous structures of the cosmos with steady, invisible hands. Because of this quiet influence, galaxies can remain balanced for billions of years. And everywhere throughout the universe, space itself is gently stretching. This expansion is not explosive or sudden. It happens gradually, moment by moment, so softly that even over a human lifetime, it cannot be felt. The distances between galaxies increase like ripples, slowly widening in a pond that has no shore. This expansion wraps the entire universe in a quiet outward motion, reminding us that even on the grandest scale, change can be subtle, smooth, and endlessly patient. The cosmos grows not with force, but with grace. Far from the bright centers of galaxies, in regions where starlight grows thin and distances stretch wider, there are places where cosmic dust drifts in soft, cloud-like waves. These clouds are so delicate that even a single beam of starlight passing through them can make them glow with a faint, hazy radiance. They move slowly, shaped by gentle gravitational tides that act over millions of years, turning each cloud into a drifting sculpture of shadow and light. If you could float beside one, you would see luminous patches, soft folds, and smooth gradients blending together like pigments in a watercolor sky. Nothing here changes quickly. Every shift in shape happens at a pace so slow it becomes calming, like watching a dream adjust itself. Deep within galaxies, there exist streams of old stars, long graceful rivers of light created when smaller galaxies were absorbed into larger ones. Over billions of years, their stars become stretched into elegant trails that wrap around the host galaxy like faint, glowing ribbons. These streams are serene evidence of the universe's ability to combine and reshape itself with patience rather than violence. The individual stars glide quietly along their shared path, separated by enormous distances, yet connected by a single, gentle arc of motion. These stellar streams are reminders that even cosmic transformations can happen in harmony, unfolding slowly enough to feel peaceful. There are ancient star clusters that have remained together for nearly the entire age of the universe. These clusters drift through space like floating islands, containing hundreds of thousands of stars, bound by gravity into one luminous family. The stars inside them move in calm, predictable orbits, never rushing, never colliding. Their combined glow forms a soft sphere of light that has remained steady for billions of years. If you could hover near one of these clusters, the sky around you would be filled with stars in every direction. Yet the atmosphere would feel incredibly quiet, a calm so deep it would feel like time had paused. These clusters carry the universe's oldest memories, preserved in gentle motion. Between the spiral arms of galaxies, there are wide, tranquil regions where star formation has slowed to a whisper. These interarm spaces are filled with diffuse gas that drifts without urgency, moving only at the pace of galactic rotation, which itself is soft and steady. In these areas, the few existing stars shine like lanterns scattered across an enormous plain, each surrounded by vast expanses of calm. If you floated there, you would see the glowing arms of the galaxy, stretching in graceful curves around you. Their slow rotation creating a sensation of drifting through a cosmic river. The peace in these regions is immense, a stillness shaped by billions of years of gentle motion. In the depths of galaxy clusters, thin streams of intergalactic gas connect one galaxy to another, forming soft bridges across space. These bridges glow faintly when touched by the ultraviolet light of distant stars, creating pale halos that look like the universe's quiet architecture. The gas inside these bridges moves sluggishly, guided by gravitational tides that shift with the softness of slow ocean currents. Over time, these bridges stretch, twist, and fade. But they do so in such a gradual way that each change feels like the slow turning of a page in a book that has no end. They are reminders that even on cosmic scales, connection and separation happen gently. Some stars drift through the universe entirely alone, not tethered to any galaxy or cluster. These solitary stars travel through the dark with a soft, steady glow, moving at a pace that feels unhurried by the vast emptiness surrounding them. Because they have no nearby neighbors, their light travels freely in all directions, undisturbed and pure. If you could accompany one of these lonely wanderers, you would feel the immense peacefulness of isolation, a calm so deep and expansive that it becomes comforting, like floating in a warm, endless night. These stars move not with purpose, but with quiet existence, reminding us that solitude in the universe can be serene. Deep cosmic clouds made of molecular hydrogen form some of the universe's softest structures. These clouds are so cold and dense that molecules cling together, drifting in thick, velvety formations. Their interiors are shielded from starlight, creating pockets of deep cosmic dusk where the temperature drops to levels unimaginable on Earth. Inside these clouds, sound cannot travel, light cannot reach far, and everything moves with extreme slowness. These are the cradle rooms of star birth. But before any star forms, there is an era of pure stillness, an ancient calm that lasts millions of years, untouched and unbothered by anything beyond their boundaries. On the scale of deep time, even the life cycles of stars feel gentle. A star spends most of its existence in a quiet period called the main sequence, where it shines steadily, changing only slightly over billions of years. Its light remains constant, its size remains stable, and its energy output is unwavering. This stage, which makes up the vast majority of a star's life, is remarkably peaceful. The star simply glows, maintaining balance between gravity pulling inward and heat pushing outward. This equilibrium is so elegant and so long-lasting that entire galaxies evolve around it. Every star you see at night is living in this state of harmony. The edges of the observable universe contain galaxies whose light has been stretched into soft, deep red hues by the expansion of space. This redshift causes their glow to appear faint, elongated, and incredibly gentle, as though seen through layers of cosmic fog. These distant galaxies move away from us at such steady speeds that their motion becomes a subtle hum in the universe's quiet background. The light that reaches us from them is ancient, softened by time and distance, and imbued with a calm that feels almost sacred. Observing them is like looking back into the universe's earliest dreams. And drifting through all of space are tiny particles called neutrinos, unimaginably small pieces of matter that pass through stars, planets, and even entire galaxies without slowing down. They move effortlessly, silently, and continuously, crossing the universe with a grace unmatched by anything else. Trillions of them pass through your body every second, yet you never feel them, never hear them, never see their presence. They are the universe's quiet travelers, carrying information from distant cosmic events with the gentlest touch imaginable. Their silent journey reminds us that most of the universe moves softly, invisibly, and without disturbance. In the outskirts of galaxy clusters, where gravitational influence weakens and space opens into vast, unhurried stretches, tiny dwarf galaxies drift like small lanterns carried by a slow, invisible tide. These galaxies often contain only a few million stars, fragile little islands surrounded by oceans of darkness. Their light is faint but steady, and because they are so lightly bound, their stars move with an ease that feels almost like floating. These galaxies wander through space with no fixed path, gently influenced by the distant pull of larger galaxies, but never rushed or forced. Their motion is the quiet wandering of ancient travelers, taking billions of years to cross even a fraction of the cosmic landscape. If you could watch them from afar, you would see them glide with the softness of dandelion seeds, drifting across an endless night. Far beyond the regions where stars commonly form, there are clouds of cold gas that barely emit any light at all. These clouds are so faint that even the most powerful telescopes can barely detect them. Yet their presence shapes the galaxies they inhabit. Inside them, molecules drift in slow spirals, binding and separating in cycles that unfold over millions of years. The temperature within these clouds is so low that motion nearly stops. Particles move with a sluggish calm that resembles a universe exhaling. These cold gas reservoirs are like the universe's deep winter, quiet, subdued, peaceful, waiting patiently for the distant future when conditions may allow them to warm and form stars. Until then, they remain perfectly still pockets of cosmic rest. There are enormous galactic halos, vast spheres surrounding galaxies that contain ancient stars and dark matter distributed so gently that the density changes almost imperceptibly from the center to the edge. These halos extend far beyond the visible portion of a galaxy, creating a soft boundary between luminous structures and the deeper darkness of intergalactic space. The stars within these halos move slowly, tracing orbits that require entire cosmic ages to complete. Their paths are wide, smooth, and undisturbed, like long, looping brushstrokes painted across the black canvas of the universe. Observing these stars is like watching time itself drift, one calm orbit at a time, through the stillness of eternity. In certain regions of the universe, faint ultraviolet light from distant quasars illuminates thin filaments of intergalactic gas, causing them to glow ever so slightly. These glowing filaments stretch across unimaginable distances, weaving through the darkness like delicate strands of cosmic lace. Their light is so subtle that it can take hours of careful observation to detect, yet once revealed, they display some of the universe's most intricate and peaceful structures. Their slow, flowing shapes show how gravity sculpts matter, not with violence, but with a gentle, persistent pull. The filaments drift and settle over billions of years, creating quiet cosmic pathways that connect galaxies across vast expanses of space. Some of the universe's most calming regions are planetary nebulae, glowing shells of gas gently released by dying stars. Despite the name, planetary nebulae have nothing to do with planets. Instead, they are the final, soft breath of a star like our sun. When the outer layers drift away, they expand into space in slow, delicate waves, forming symmetrical shapes that glow with pastel colors. These expanding shells move so gradually that their growth can only be detected over centuries. Their beauty is serene rather than dramatic, a tranquil farewell whispered by a star that has spent billions of years shining. The gas will eventually fade, becoming part of the interstellar medium. But for tens of thousands of years, planetary nebulae remain some of the universe's most peaceful and meditative objects. The universe holds quiet expanses where star formation has stopped almost completely. These retired galaxies contain stars that are old, cool, and faint, giving the galaxy a soft reddish glow. There is no turbulence from newborn stars, no bright blue starlight, no violent stellar winds, only a calm population of stars quietly aging together. The light from these galaxies drifts gently into space, unchanged for millions of years. Observing them is like looking into a cosmic sunset, warm, dim, and serene, the glow of a galaxy settling into its long, peaceful twilight. Cosmic rays, tiny energetic particles, move through space in a way that seems chaotic up close, but on large scales, their movement becomes smooth and predictable. They spiral along magnetic fields, drift between stars, and flow outward from galaxies in gentle fountains that spread across interstellar space. These particles travel silently, never colliding or disturbing their surroundings. Over millions of years, they help shape the chemistry of galaxies in subtle ways, contributing to a slow, quiet evolution. Their journey is almost spiritual in its softness, drifting endlessly through the cosmos, touching everything, yet altering nothing with haste. The surface of a star, although incredibly hot, behaves with a kind of rhythmic calm. Convective currents of gas rise and fall in cycles, creating patterns that repeat steadily over centuries. These currents bring heat outward, then sink again in gentle, looping motions. From afar, this process appears as a shimmering, slightly textured glow that remains steady through the star's life. Even massive stars, burning millions of times brighter than the sun, exhibit this slow breathing. They pulse with a rhythm that resembles a cosmic heartbeat, expanding and contracting, brightening and dimming, all in slow, quiet harmony. The universe contains enormous reservoirs of warm, hot, intergalactic gas that fill the space between galaxies like a faint, invisible ocean. This gas is so diffuse that any given cubic kilometer may contain only a few atoms. Yet across immense distances, it forms a soft, interconnected network. The gas flows gently under the influence of gravity, moving much like currents in a deep, slow sea. These flows change shape gradually, forming bridges, streams, and eddies that take billions of years to shift. This intergalactic medium is the silent background through which galaxies drift, the calm foundation of the universe's large-scale structure. And perhaps one of the most peaceful phenomena in the universe is gravitational lensing, where massive objects gently bend the path of light from distant galaxies. This bending does not distort violently. It stretches and curves the light into soft arcs and rings, creating delicate patterns in the sky. These arcs are subtle, quiet signatures of gravity, working with perfect smoothness, guiding light along curved paths without force or noise. Gravitational lensing allows us to see galaxies far beyond our normal reach, offering glimpses of cosmic landscapes that would otherwise remain hidden. These faint, curved images look like the universe smiling back at us, gracefully revealing secrets through the soft bend of light. Far out in the dim corridors of space, there are regions where starlight becomes so thin and stretched that it appears more like a soft haze than individual points of light. These areas, known as intergalactic twilight zones, form where the glow of galaxies fades, but hasn't entirely vanished. The light here is ancient and faint, diffused by dust and stretched by distance, creating a gentle background illumination that barely grazes the darkness. If you floated in one of these regions, you would see a sky with no sharp stars, only smooth gradations of faint light drifting like distant fog. The boundaries between brightness and darkness soften until the universe looks like a vast, peaceful gradient, blending seamlessly from one shade of night to another. It is in these quiet twilight zones that the cosmos feels most like a dream. Some of the oldest stars in the universe reside in the galactic halo of the Milky Way, far above and below the spiral disk, drifting in slow orbits that take billions of years to complete. These stars formed when the universe was still young, when heavy elements were scarce, and the cosmos was quieter and simpler. Because they are so old, their light has softened into warm, gentle hues that contrast beautifully with the cooler, bluer light of younger stars in the galactic arms. Their orbits are wide and calm, unaffected by the turbulence closer to the galaxy's center. As they move, they trace long, graceful loops through vast spheres of space, repeating the same steady paths for eons. Their age gives them a serenity unmatched by anything else, as if they carry within them the memory of a universe that once glowed dimly and slowly. In the universe's vast molecular clouds, where stars are born, there are pockets so dense and cold that light cannot penetrate them. These regions, called Bach globules, appear as soft, dark drops against the glowing backdrop of nebulae. Inside them, particles collide with each other so gently and infrequently that chemistry unfolds at an incredibly slow pace. Molecules form over long stretches of time, drifting and combining in a quiet ballet of cold chemistry. These globules are the universe's hidden wombs, places where silence is thick and temperature is low enough to preserve fragile structures. They represent the darkest, softest shadows of space, silent cocoons where future stars, planets, and perhaps even life itself begin in absolute stillness. Large elliptical galaxies contain stars that orbit in every direction, creating a soft, spherical glow without the structured patterns of spiral arms. Their lack of distinct form gives them a smooth, serene appearance, as if they are clouds of starlight suspended in space. Unlike spiral galaxies, where star formation can be active and dynamic, elliptical galaxies often experience long periods of quiet, with little new star birth. Their light consists mostly of older stars, producing a gentle, reddish hue that radiates with warmth rather than intensity. Inside, the stars drift in random yet balanced orbits, maintaining a calm equilibrium that can last for trillions of years, far longer than the current age of the universe. These galaxies are cosmic sanctuaries of stillness. There are vast regions of the cosmos filled with dust that absorbs starlight and re-emits it as a soft infrared glow. This glow is invisible to human eyes, but when viewed through the right instruments, it appears as broad swaths of warm, velvety light spread across the darkness. Infrared dust clouds give the universe a hidden softness, reminding us that most of what exists cannot be seen directly. The energy they release is gentle, like a faint warmth radiating from the embers of a dying fire. This subtle glow permeates much of interstellar space, creating an invisible but ever-present warmth that drifts through galaxies like a long, cosmic exhale. Galaxies that have interacted with one another in the distant past often develop long tidal tails, streams of stars and gas that stretch out like delicate ribbons. These tails were drawn out by the gentle pull of gravity during slow, ancient encounters, and they remain suspended in space for hundreds of millions of years. Their stars move along these stretched pathways with such harmony that the tail keeps its shape even as it drifts farther from its parent galaxy. To witness a tidal tail is to see the quiet aftermath of a cosmic embrace, frozen in slow motion across the backdrop of deep space. They resemble faint brushstrokes, painted effortlessly across the universe by time itself. The cosmic web, despite its scale and complexity, evolves gradually in response to gravity and dark energy. Over billions of years, filaments thicken, clusters grow denser, and voids widen slightly. But nothing happens abruptly or chaotically. The shifting patterns unfold with such patience that even the most attentive observers would notice no change within a lifetime. It is the universe's largest example of slow transformation, an endless, calm sculpting of matter, guided by laws that never hurry. This slow evolution creates a feeling of cosmic breathing, as if the very structure of the universe expands and settles in long, gentle cycles. In the outskirts of spiral galaxies, the arms fade into diffuse trails of gas, where stars are sparse and movement is tranquil. These regions contain some of the coldest, quietest environments in the galaxy. Here, the spiral pattern becomes faint, blending softly into the surrounding darkness. The few stars that exist drift with nearly constant velocity, free from the gravitational complexity of the galactic center. The darkness between them is deep and smooth, filled only with the occasional glimmer of a distant cluster or the faint glow from the galaxy's core. These outer reaches feel like the quiet shorelines of a cosmic ocean, where waves of starlight diminish gently into silence. Inside massive globular clusters, hundreds of thousands of stars orbit a shared center in stable, symmetrical patterns. Although the cluster appears densely packed from afar, each star maintains its own calm trajectory, moving steadily through the shared gravitational field. These clusters have existed for nearly the entire history of the universe, maintaining their shape with impressive consistency. Their stars are old, cool, and abundant, creating a glowing sphere of golden light that has remained nearly unchanged for billions of years. If one could drift inside such a cluster, the sky would be filled with countless stars, so many that darkness would be rare, and the horizon would shimmer in every direction, like standing inside a gentle cosmic lantern. At the largest scales, the universe's expansion gradually stretches the wavelengths of light traveling through it, turning once blue light into soft red, and eventually into faint microwave glow. This gentle shifting of light, known as redshift, happens slowly and continuously, affecting every photon in existence. It is a quiet process, a stretching that carries no sound, no vibration, only a gradual transition toward softness. The universe itself smooths the light as it travels, calming it into longer, gentler wavelengths. In this way, the cosmos turns even brilliant light into a quiet echo over time, creating a universe where everything fades into tranquility. In the quiet space between galaxy clusters, there exist faint cosmic bridges made of diffuse plasma, so thin and so widely spread that for billions of years they remain almost completely unchanged. These bridges do not shine with bright light, nor do they draw attention with dramatic structure. Instead, they glow with an understated softness, illuminated only when distant starlight passes through them. Their density is so low that a single teaspoon of this intergalactic plasma would require volumes larger than Earth to gather. Yet, despite their subtlety, these bridges hold galaxies together in gentle gravitational threads. They exist as calm, stretched pathways across unimaginable distances, drifting slowly with the expansion of space, reminding us that the universe is stitched together, not by force, but by the quiet persistence of invisible connections. There are regions in deep space where radiation fields from ancient stars bathe the surrounding dust in a soft, ambient glow. This radiation is not harsh or dangerous by the time it spreads across cosmic distances. Instead, it arrives as a gentle wash of energy, warming dust grains just enough to make them emit faint, infrared light. These emissions form a kind of cosmic afterglow, a quiet warmth that drifts through galaxies like the soft embers of old starlight. In these regions, everything feels muted and unhurried. Dust clouds glow like dim lanterns in a vast, endless night, creating patches of warmth in places where no star is close. It is as if the universe remembers every star that ever lived and allows their ancient light to continue spreading comfort into the darkness. In the calm outskirts of galactic cores, dense star clusters orbit with remarkable precision, each star following a smooth, predictable path. These orbits are shaped by the combined gravity of millions of stars acting together like a single, patient force. The result is a ballet of motion, so balanced and so symmetrical that it appears almost frozen from a distance. Each star, no matter how old, moves gently along its assigned trajectory, completing its orbit over thousands or millions of years. The overall effect is a celestial harmony, an enormous, luminous sphere where stars drift like glowing particles suspended in a perfectly still liquid. The calmness of these clusters shows how gravity can create serenity even in dense environments. Far beyond the visible edge of the Milky Way, in regions where dark matter dominates, there exist faint structures made of gas and primordial elements that formed shortly after the birth of the universe. These structures are not bright or flashy. They are quiet remnants of early cosmic history, preserved in near-perfect stillness. They drift at the soft pace dictated by cosmic expansion, their shapes barely altered since their formation billions of years ago. If you could observe them closely, you would see faint ripples of density, like slow waves frozen on the surface of a calm sea. These ancient forms are among the most undisturbed places in existence, carrying the quiet memory of the universe's earliest era. When stars die gently, not in violent explosions, but in slow, fading processes. They leave behind white dwarfs that cool over time into black dwarfs. These future remnants will be some of the universe's calmest objects, spheres of cooled matter, silent, dark, and motionless, radiating away their leftover heat across trillions of years. Though none yet exist because the universe is still too young, the idea of them reveals a peaceful end state for stars like our sun. Their cooling is gradual, almost meditative, as if the star is slowly exhaling the last warmth of its ancient life. One day, the universe will be dotted with these dark, quiet embers, stars that spent billions of years shining, and trillions more gently fading into stillness. In the vast darkness between stars, there are enormous clouds of neutral hydrogen that stretch across light years, forming shapes so diffuse that they remain invisible until illuminated by radio waves. These hydrogen clouds move with incredible patience, shifting only subtly over millions of years. Their internal motions unfold at speeds that feel glacial, even by cosmic standards, allowing structures within them to remain stable for enormous spans of time. If light were sound, these hydrogen clouds would be whispering, soft, steady, continuous. They are the universe's quiet reservoirs, storing the material for future stars and drifting peacefully through the galactic landscape. Galactic collisions, though often portrayed as violent in simulations, actually unfold with an astonishing degree of grace over billions of years. When two galaxies begin to merge, their stars almost never collide directly. Instead, they pass through one another, like gentle currents mingling in an ocean. Their shapes distort and stretch, forming long arcs of light. But the movement is slow and fluid. Over time, the galaxies settle into a new shape, their stars adjusting to the shared gravitational center with elegant spirals and soft oscillations. The entire event feels less like destruction and more like transformation, a slow blending, a cosmic waltz performed on the grandest imaginable stage. Within nebulae filled with charged particles, magnetic fields shape the paths of electrons into smooth, looping spirals that emit soft radio waves. These spirals are incredibly delicate, tracing invisible curves through the gas that repeat over and over in stable patterns. The radio waves produced are faint and gentle, radiating outward in long, flowing signals that drift across space. These signals are some of the calmest forms of energy the universe releases, steady, rhythmic, and unhurried. If you could translate them into sound, they would resemble the slow rise and fall of a distant, almost musical hum. There are certain galaxies known as low-surface brightness galaxies whose stars are so widely spaced that the galaxy glows only faintly, like a smudge of soft light against the darkness. These galaxies move quietly through the cosmos, untouched by the chaotic processes that shape brighter, busier systems. Their stars rotate slowly, their gas clouds drift gently, and their overall structure remains loose and relaxed. They are cosmic minimalists, galaxies that exist in near silence, spreading their light thinly but evenly across space. Observing one feels like watching the universe breathe outwards, gently and without effort. And perhaps one of the universe's calmest processes is the slow cooling of space itself. Since the earliest moments of cosmic history, the temperature of the universe has been gradually decreasing, smoothing out fluctuations and quieting leftover energy. Today, space hovers just above absolute zero, a cold so complete that it preserves ancient light and slows particle motion to near stillness. This cooling continues steadily, without rushing, shaping a cosmos where calmness deepens with every passing moment. The universe is always settling, always softening, always moving toward deeper quiet. In the quiet regions beyond spiral galaxies, there exist faint stellar envelopes, soft, diffuse halos of stars gradually lifted from the galaxy's main disk by tidal forces over billions of years. These stars move with extraordinary gentleness, their orbits more like drifting loops than tightly bound paths. Each star floats through this extended halo like a glowing ember carried on a slow cosmic wind. Because their density is so low, these envelopes create a subtle, almost invisible glow around galaxies, giving them an aura that can only be seen with the deepest, longest exposures. If you could drift through one of these halos, the stars around you would be few and far between, appearing like dim lanterns scattered across an endlessly dark horizon. Their soft presence is a reminder that galaxies are not sharp-edged islands, but slowly fading gradients of light blending seamlessly into space. In deep interstellar clouds containing complex molecules, reactions unfold with a patience that defies human comprehension. A single molecule might wait centuries before meeting another suitable partner to form something new. Yet in this slow chemistry, the foundations for planets, atmospheres, and life itself are quietly assembled. These molecular clouds drift through space like cold, dark oceans, where the waves move too slowly for the eye to see. Inside them, atoms cling together in fragile clusters, only to break apart and reunite in different configurations over spans of time, so long they begin to feel eternal. These clouds hold some of the universe's softest rhythms, a chemical breath that rises and falls at the speed of ages. Occasionally, stars are ejected from their home galaxies by gravitational interactions, becoming what astronomers call hypervelocity stars. Despite their name, their journey does not feel chaotic. Once they leave their galaxy behind, they travel through the deep, smooth vacuum of intergalactic space without resistance. There are no obstacles, no dust clouds, no gravitational disruptions, only pure, uninterrupted darkness stretching out before them. These lone travelers glide through the cosmos like quiet messengers, carrying the light of their past into regions where no other starlight exists. Their motion is steady and unbroken, a long, peaceful flight that may continue for billions of years. Some galaxies are enveloped by immense shells of ionized gas created by ancient bursts of star formation. These shells expand so gradually that their motion becomes imperceptible over human timescales. The gas glows softly in faint hues of red and blue, forming vast, spherical veils around the galaxy. These glowing layers resemble ripples frozen in time, remnants of energetic events long since quieted. As they expand, they cool, their colors dimming like embers resting at the edge of a dying fire. They remain suspended around the galaxy as gentle reminders of cycles that have come and gone, of eras that passed quietly into the fabric of the universe. There are distant dwarf spheroidal galaxies, so faint that their stars barely outline their shapes. These galaxies contain almost no gas, no dust, and no new star formation, leaving only ancient stars drifting through a dim, grainy glow. Their shapes blur softly into the blackness, lacking the structure of spirals or the brightness of ellipticals. These galaxies are the sleepers of the cosmos, resting, unchanging, and incredibly stable, with no internal turbulence, no strong stellar winds, and no dramatic events to disturb them. They remain calm for billions upon billions of years, enduring quietly on the outskirts of the visible universe. In areas where galaxy clusters interact, streams of dark matter form overlapping gravitational patterns that guide the motion of galaxies with invisible hands. These patterns are smooth and continuous, like contours in a landscape carved by ancient rivers. Though dark matter cannot be seen, its presence shapes the universe in the softest possible way, without collisions, without heat, without sound. It simply pulls and guides, creating valleys where galaxies gather, and plateaus where voids expand. This silent architecture is the universe's underlying skeleton, a gentle structure that allows everything else to move in elegant harmony. The largest known structures in the universe, called superclusters, are immense networks of galaxies connected by filaments of gas and dark matter. These superclusters form patterns that stretch across hundreds of millions of light years. Yet they evolve with breathtaking slowness. Entire galaxy clusters drift along these filaments, like leaves carried on tranquil currents, moving over billions of years from one region to another. The motion is not rushed or chaotic, but calm and inevitable, as if the universe itself is exhaling. The quiet migration of entire clusters shows that even the most grand-scale movements in the cosmos can unfold with tender patience. Among the most peaceful cosmic phenomena are Einstein rings, graceful arcs of light formed when a distant galaxy's glow is bent by gravity into a smooth circle around a massive object. These rings are perfect expressions of natural symmetry, created without force or impact. Light simply follows the curved shape of space-time, producing a delicate halo that frames the source like a glowing wreath. Observing an Einstein ring feels like witnessing the universe drawing a circle with invisible ink, effortlessly precise, beautifully simple, and suspended timelessly in the dark. There are enormous reservoirs of hot gas in galaxy clusters that emit soft X-ray glows stretching over millions of light years. While the temperature of this gas is extremely high, its behavior is astonishingly calm. It flows in gentle, large-scale currents, settling slowly into the gravitational valleys at the cluster's center. Over time, the gas cools slightly, creating layers of soft emission that ripple outward like thermal waves. These faint glows bathe the cluster in a warm, diffuse haze, smoothing the harshness of space with a quiet, radiant backdrop that has existed for billions of years and will continue for billions more. And across the vast stretches of interstellar and intergalactic space, dust grains, some no larger than particles of smoke, drift in patterns shaped by light pressure, magnetic fields, and gravity. These grains take millions of years to cross even small pockets of space, moving with a slowness that is hypnotic in its subtlety. They reflect light in faint, shimmering sparkles that appear only in the gentlest illumination, like dew glistening at dawn. Over time, these wandering grains contribute to nebulae, form the seeds of new star systems, and help create the soft glow of galaxies viewed from afar. Their patient drift through the cosmos is one of the universe's quietest most enduring motions. In the outskirts of massive galaxy clusters, there are enormous tides of dark matter and gas that stretch and compress with a slowness almost beyond comprehension. These tides form not like waves crashing on a shore, but like gentle ocean swells that take hundreds of millions of years to rise and fall. They are shaped by the gravitational pull of distant galaxies, gradually shifting the distribution of matter in broad, smooth motions. Although entirely invisible to the eye, their effects can be measured in the soft glow of gas being pulled into new shapes. These cosmic tides move with such grace and patience that they pale even the gentlest earthly currents, reminding us that the universe's largest motions occur in complete, serene silence. Within the dark recesses of interstellar space, there exist huge regions filled with ionized atoms that float freely in a warm, diffuse haze. These atoms drift slowly, guided by faint magnetic lines that thread the galaxy like soft filaments. As the atoms move, they occasionally emit tiny pulses of light in faint colors, deep reds, soft purples, and dim oranges, producing ethereal glows that spread across vast distances. These emissions are so gentle that they can only be detected through long exposures, yet they fill the galaxy with a kind of cosmic background shimmer. They are tiny breaths of light that illuminate the quiet pathways between stars, making the dark a little softer. There are galaxies known as ultra-diffuse galaxies, whose stars are so spread out that the entire galaxy appears like a ghostly whisper against the darkness. Their brightness is barely perceptible, requiring extreme sensitivity to detect. Yet these faint galaxies drift through the universe with remarkable composure, their stars held together by vast halos of dark matter that keep them from dissolving into space. Their low surface brightness creates an impression of fragility, but their survival over billions of years shows a deep, enduring stability. These ghost galaxies float like ancient memories, soft, faint, and quietly persistent. In enormous interstellar cavities carved by ancient stellar winds, the gas becomes so thin that stars inside them shine with remarkable clarity. Light travels through these cavities with almost no scattering, creating crisp, gentle beams that extend across light years, illuminating dust at the edges with a soft glow. These cavities form naturally when massive stars gradually push away surrounding gas over millions of years. The result is not a violent clearing, but a slow expansion of space, a bubble of clarity forming in the heart of the galaxy. These bubbles are pockets of cosmic breath, where the universe seems to inhale and hold still for a moment before the cycle continues. A particularly calming phenomenon occurs in regions known as intracluster light. Dim, widespread glows created by stars wandering freely between galaxies in a cluster. These stars have been gently stripped from their original homes over billions of years through gravitational interactions, leaving them to drift quietly through intergalactic darkness. Their combined light is faint, even ghost-like, creating a subtle luminosity that smooths the space between galaxies into a warm, diffuse glow. This intracluster light forms some of the most peaceful views in the universe, like a soft cosmic fog drifting between islands of stars. There are ultra-cool brown dwarfs, substellar objects that never ignited fully like stars, that spend their entire existence glowing with a gentle infrared warmth. Their surfaces are calm, their atmospheres thick and quiet, and their internal processes slow to the pace of geological time. These objects roam through the galaxy as solitary wanderers, shining faintly in wavelengths invisible to human eyes, but radiant in long, restful hues when observed with the right instruments. They are the warm embers of the cosmos, neither stars nor planets, existing in a tranquil state between the two. Throughout the universe, ancient stellar streams wind through galaxies like soft trails of starlight left behind by long-dissolved systems. These streams form when small galaxies are gently pulled apart by gravity, their stars dispersing into long, graceful arcs. Over billions of years, the streams become faint and blended into the galaxy around them, yet still traceable as poetic remnants of cosmic history. Their shapes twist and curl with elegance, following orbits shaped by the galaxy's invisible gravitational fields. These streams are like handwritten notes left behind by vanished worlds, their messages written in stars rather than ink. In deep cosmic voids, regions almost entirely empty of matter, temperatures drop to some of the lowest in the universe, and the sparse particles within them move so slowly that their collisions might be separated by centuries. These voids are vast, silent expanses where nothing interrupts the stillness. If you could drift into one, the surrounding darkness would feel softer, deeper, and more peaceful than anywhere else, as though the universe were wrapped in a blanket of silence. These voids act as quiet sanctuaries, separating the more crowded regions of the cosmos, creating a rhythm of fullness and emptiness that makes the universe feel balanced and calm. Nebulae, undergoing fluorescence from neighboring stars, emit glows so soft and gradual that their brightness seems to breathe. This process occurs when ultraviolet light gently excites molecules within the cloud, causing them to release visible light in soothing colors. The effect is delicate, producing gentle, glowing surfaces that ripple faintly as the energy disperses. These fluorescent nebulae are nature's cosmic lanterns, floating in vast darkness, illuminating themselves with the quiet internal radiance of energized molecules. Their glow is subtle, patient, and mesmerizing, a living light that ebbs and flows with the gentlest cosmic rhythms. And in the hearts of some galaxies, there exist ancient stellar nurseries that have long stopped forming stars, but continue to glow in softened hues as they slowly cool. These former birthplaces remain as calm reminders of past creation, their gases settled, their structures stable. The dust within them reflects starlight in muted tones, giving the clouds a peaceful presence long after their active era has ended. Their continued existence is like an echo of a lullaby, fading, gentle, and timeless, whispering that even after life's brightest moments have passed, tranquility remains. Far from the bright centers of galaxies, there exist long, quiet regions known as stellar deserts, vast stretches where stars are incredibly sparse and distances between them grow immense. In these cosmic plains, the darkness is softer, more uniform, and undisturbed by sudden bursts of starlight. Here, a single star may shine alone across light years of empty space, its glow drifting outward without interruption, spreading thinner and thinner until it becomes indistinguishable from the background sky. These stellar deserts form some of the universe's calmest landscapes, places where the night is deep and smooth, and even light seems to travel with a hushed, contemplative slowness. Nothing rushes or collides. Everything simply drifts at the pace of eternity. In the gentle halos surrounding old galaxies, cosmic dust grains accumulate slowly over billions of years, forming faint, whisper-light veils that scatter starlight into a soft, pearlescent glow. These dust halos are incredibly delicate, so diffuse that a cubic mile might contain only a handful of particles. Yet when illuminated by distant stars, they can shimmer with subtle, iridescent colors, creating a quiet, luminous haze around the galaxy. These halos drift and swirl in slow currents shaped by ancient gravitational tides, creating a calm, dreamlike shimmer that wraps the galaxy in a soft radiance. They remind us that even the smallest particles can create beauty when given time and stillness. There are immense reservoirs of primordial gas left over from the early universe that still float quietly through intergalactic space. These regions, composed mostly of hydrogen and helium, have remained largely unchanged for billions of years. Their temperature is just above absolute zero, and the motions of their particles are so slow that they resemble a cosmic calm nearly untouched since the dawn of time. As light from distant quasars passes through these clouds, it leaves faint, delicate signatures, tiny marks that reveal the cloud's presence like subtle brushstrokes on a transparent canvas. These primordial reservoirs are the universe's ancient libraries, preserving the earliest, quietest chapters of cosmic history. Some spiral galaxies possess extended ultraviolet disks, vast, faint rings of young stars forming far beyond the galaxy's visible edge. These regions are so calm, so slow to evolve, that star birth there unfolds in soft, sporadic pulses over hundreds of millions of years. Each new star shines gently against the surrounding darkness, like a candle lit in the quiet outskirts of the galaxy. The ultraviolet glow these stars produce is delicate, spreading outward in faint waves that gradually fade into the void. These extended disks give galaxies a sort of cosmic aura, a soft outer fringe where creation continues in silence long after the inner regions have settled into maturity. In the shadowed interiors of old star clusters, there are stars that have been cooling for billions of years, gradually dimming into soft glows. These stars shed their heat so slowly that their final transitions can take longer than the current age of the universe. The cluster itself becomes a sanctuary of aging starlight, where each star contributes a gentle whisper of illumination to the whole. If you could float inside one of these clusters, you would see ancient suns glowing with warm amber tones, their light overlapping in soft layers that fill the darkness with an inviting, timeless warmth. It would feel like drifting through a cosmic hearth, warmed by embers that have been glowing since the early days of the universe. Deep in the cosmic web's filaments, where galaxies flow in long, interlinked chains, the movement of matter forms patterns that resemble slow, drifting currents in a vast celestial river. These filaments guide the migration of galaxies across unimaginable distances, shaping their paths with gentle gravitational pull. Over billions of years, galaxies slide along these cosmic rivers, merging, clustering, and dispersing in slow, harmonious cycles. The web itself glows faintly when illuminated by the combined light of billions of distant stars, creating soft, winding trails of illumination that stretch across the deep, dark expanse. This web is the universe's quiet architecture, a structure built not of walls or edges, but of flowing, graceful motion. In the faint outskirts of planetary nebulae, where their soft, expanding shells begin to blend with interstellar space, the gas thins into delicate tendrils that drift in feather-like patterns. These outer regions are illuminated only by remnants of starlight, producing gentle gradients of color that fade from luminous blues and greens into barely visible pastels. The expansion of these tendrils is so slow that entire civilizations could rise and fall before their shapes change noticeably. This slow diffusion gives them a sense of peaceful dissolution, as if the nebula is exhaling softly into the surrounding night. There are regions deep in the cosmic microwave background, radiation left over from the Big Bang, where tiny variations in temperature form faint, almost imperceptible patches across the sky. These patches are incredibly subtle, differing by only millionths of a degree, yet they represent the earliest seeds of all cosmic structure. The background itself feels like the universe's oldest lullaby, a uniform, gentle glow present everywhere, wrapping all of space in a soft, ancient warmth. Observing it is like listening to the final echoes of creation, faint, steady, and endlessly calming. Among the quietest objects in the universe are slowly spinning neutron stars, whose magnetic fields produce beams of energy that sweep through space like silent cosmic lighthouses. While their origins are dramatic, their long-term behavior is rhythmic and predictable, with each rotation creating a pulse that repeats steadily for millions of years. These pulses travel through space with perfect consistency, unaffected by turbulence or noise. For astronomers, they are among the universe's most dependable signals, beating like a calm metronome across the darkness, marking time with a precision that feels almost musical. And finally, in the farthest reaches of cosmic time, trillions of years into the future, the universe will become a place of profound stillness. Star formation will slow to a whisper, galaxies will dim and drift apart, and matter will cool into long, quiet forms. This distant era, called the era of quiet light, represents a future where the universe becomes a vast, serene expanse illuminated only by the faint glow of ancient stars and the soft radiation of cooling remnants. It will be a cosmos of patience, of deep rest, where everything moves slowly and gently, drifting into eternal calm. And now, as our quiet journey through the universe comes gently to a close, allow yourself to linger for a moment in the soft stillness we've traveled through together. The universe, in all its enormity, has no need to rush. It expands at a patient, steady pace, unfolding its mysteries in rhythms older than time itself. Every drifting star, every whisper-light cloud of dust, every ancient filament of gas is a reminder that calmness exists everywhere, even in the deepest reaches of the cosmos. The vastness we explored tonight is not empty. It is filled with quiet motion, with warm glows that travel for billions of years, with currents that shape galaxies in silence. As you settle deeper into rest, Imagine the slow turning of distant galaxies, their spirals moving with a grace that feels almost like breathing. Picture the gentle drift of starlight across cosmic voids, the faint glow of nebulae unfolding like soft curtains of color, the timeless heartbeat of pulsars marking the rhythm of the universe. All these quiet forces continue their endless dance, whether you are awake or asleep, always patient, always soft, always guiding the night with their ancient calm. If this journey brought you peace, feel welcome to subscribe to The Sleepy Scientist, so you can wander through more gentle corners of the cosmos whenever you need rest. For now, let the universe hold you the way it holds its stars, in open, quiet stillness. May your thoughts grow lighter, your breath softer, and your dreams deeper than the dark between galaxies. Until next time, sleep well beneath the endless sky.